Team Learn with your teen teacher. My name is Jocelyn Baker, and today we're going to cover one of the most basic steps to learning, note-taking in a book. Today, I'll be reading a book that covers my interest, The Brain. The Story of You by David Eagleman. Cool, right? Choosing a subject that interests you will help you better take notes. And of course, I have a notebook, a pen, and a highlighter. Now, I'm not about to read this whole book to you, so let's choose a short section. Here we are, synchronizing the symptoms. Let me show you my note-taking skills. What I'm doing here first is defining a purpose. Why are we reading the book? And this will help us take our notes. The goal being to fulfill the purpose, we are now able to read and take efficient notes. I underline any important details or clues. I take side notes, and I highlight the most fulfilling and main points. The second best thing you can do for yourself is decide what you're going to need to do with that knowledge. Are you going to need to take a quiz or exam on it, or do you just need to know it for future reference? Did you say a quiz or exam? Oh boy, you're in for it. Don't worry, I know what I'm doing. Memorizing is easy as long as you take your notes right. We already highlighted the important sections that we might need to know. So now we're going to use a helpful skill, copying it down, so that way it might engrave itself into our memory. The first thing we needed to do, we already did, and that was to define the purpose. In this case, it was to understand and bring to memory how and why senses synchronize, which is the title of the chapter. But there's 3 pages! Don't worry, I've been there. And the thing is, these 3 pages reiterate the whole point, which we already highlighted. The brain hides the differences in arrival time. Your brain collects up all the information from the senses before it decides upon a story of what happens. This is all you really need to know. When you take your notes, you don't want to copy word for word what the book says, because otherwise you won't totally be able to process that information. So I word it my own way to make sure I fully understand what's going on. I put, the senses have different arrival times, but the brain waits and withholds all of the info be creating the storyline, if you will. Then I like to put the page number of the example that you can find if you need more information. This will really be a big help when we look back on our notes and have no idea what we were talking about. So I hope we all learned an important skill today. You've been taught by your teen teacher.